What's in a moment? A million thoughts, a few feelings, and maybe even the recounting of a long-forgotten tale brought about by a smell, a taste, a person, a touch. Life is made up of a million moments. And that's a ridiculous notion to repeat because, well, duh. But when you slow it all down and you look at all the tangible pieces of them that you carry around, the pictures, the videos, the diary entries, boarding passes and concert tickets, the t-shirts and the pucks, the books, the napkins, the post-its, the blog posts. They become so much more than just moments. They become memories. And you can live an entire life on just memories. The birthdays, the graduations, the funerals, the accidents, the concerts, the questions, the beach days, the vacations. You can clutch on to your mementos and hold them in front of your face, like nostalgic blinders as time and the world around you pass you by. Or you can keep having the moments, keep making the memories, meet more people than you thought existed on planet Earth, make friends out of them, enemies, lovers, and acquaintances. I talk a lot about what I've done since I've turned 18. I talk a lot about what I've done since I graduated high school and started my gap year. But pretty soon, just like everything that came before that, all of this is going to be those memories made up of moments. The ones that are going to make me want to put on those nostalgic blinders and walk around the world running on the steam of used-to-bes. Thankfully, my greatest fear in life is getting stuck. Not with people, but with places and jobs and anything else really that could keep me from exploring the world in its fullest capacity. Now, the fact that this is my greatest fear is a sign of immense privilege, and I know that. Quite honestly, I'm thankful for it. Because to have the privilege to explore the world, be it California or Glasgow, it's the way I dream to spend the rest of my life. When I was little, about 6 or 7 years old, my family, still just made up of my parents, my brother, my grandparents, my godmother, and I, took a trip out to Mammoth Mountain. It was there, the first night of the trip, that I saw my first ever sky full of stars. It was the most beautiful thing that I had ever seen. Holding hands with my mother and standing next to my father, who had my brother on his shoulders, I couldn't help but think that this was not at all the way that Starry Night by Van Gogh had looked. I had just learned about him at school, a few months prior. My elementary school had a program called Meet the Masters that came once a year and did an assembly to introduce us to famous artists from all over the world and their art. Ever since they had shown us Van Gogh's work, and I learned that he cut off his ear, I had been obsessed with Starry Night and the rest of his paintings. Mostly because of the ear thing, though. Part of the deal for Meet the Masters was that we recreated our own versions of the paintings we were shown. We picked one as a class and painted our very own to hang up for open house. My class picked Starry Night. Living in the suburbs of Los Angeles, where air pollution and ashes raining from the sky was a very normal reason to keep us inside and away from the playground, none of us had much more to go on than pictures and movies and paintings when it came to stars. I clung to that painting for months, until it was lost in the mess of spring cleaning. And though the filled to the brim sky looked nothing like Van Gogh's Starry Night, I thought it looked exactly like mine. When we got home and went shopping a few weeks later, I found a box of glow-in-the-dark stars on the shelf of the toy section and ran it over to my mother. I knew it would probably be a long time before I saw another flowing sky of shooting stars, and I wanted to have anything that looked like it with me, all of the time. But she took them from my hands, placed it on the shelf, and very matter-of-factly stated, "They won't stick to the ceiling. Glow-in-the-dark stars don't stick to stucco." Every moment after that was spent chasing more star-speckled skies. 5th grade science camp, a vacation to Catalina Island, and 7th grade leadership camp in Malibu were just a few places that I stayed out to stare at the sky and take in the moments, saving them for later to connect them together until they became memories. Thanks to the fact that I never had a ceiling low or smooth enough for glow-in-the-dark stars, I'll continue to chase the real thing. Those stars would have just been mementos of the skyful I had seen in Mammoth Mountain. And mementos have a way of bringing you back to a good thing. But moments and the need for more memories launches you into chasing the skies full of stars that are stuck to the sky and not the ceiling. Because glow-in-the-dark stars don't stick to stucco, and memories shouldn't either.